Well, following up Stadia's hyped up and good stuff announcement from yesterday, a little more information has come to light as to what we might expect, and will we have some good stuff to share, no pun intended. But that's not all in this video, as we're going to cover the latest APK teardown, more Uplay Plus hints, and expect to see something happen on Stadia's anniversary, as that has now been officially hinted. We'll have all that and more in this video, so make sure you're subscribed as well as smash that like button. But let's go ahead and start this video with the newest updates on next week's demos. And as previously covered before, we have heard that Immortals Fenyx Rising, the one confirmed demo, is set to come to Stadia at some point, and that it will be free and available to all. That means that you don't need to be a pro member, and if you happen to be someone who has soured on the pro membership but you're still a Stadia user, or you're watching my videos just to keep up to date, well, we got even better news, as we've come to find out by a Stadia employee by the name of Nate on Twitter, where he confirms that the 3 demos coming out next week will be 100% free to use and play. No subscription required. Not only that, but he also confirmed that the games are going to be previously unreleased games on Stadia, meaning this isn't demos for titles currently on the Stadia platform right now. Now, I'm still trying my best to reach out as best as I can to people within the Stadia team to find out exactly how all of this is being covered and what their plan is for next week. But as always, I'll keep you guys updated as much as I can, and this does look to be potentially exciting news coming up this week. But like always, manage those expectations, because we have been let down before, and I think that because there is a potential connect around the corner, that we could see more and more good stuff down the line here pretty soon. Either way, stay tuned and I'll keep you guys updated. Alright, with that, let's go ahead and segue perfectly into our next segment with the recent AMA that was done in the Founders Hub for the Stadia founders. Now, if you guys aren't aware of this forum, make sure you guys sign up if you're a Stadia founder, as this is the place to talk about Stadia with veterans of the platform. Now, Chris and Grace, 2 of Stadia's community managers, held an Ask Me Anything forum where 2 interesting things popped up. One thing, someone asked about Stadia's future and if Google could possibly kill Stadia down the line, to which both essentially replied that they are in it for the long haul and that they aren't worried whatsoever about Stadia ever shutting down or anything along those lines, and to just give it time. But the more juicier thing to come out was this, where someone asked if there was any plans for Stadia's anniversary coming up next month on November 19th, to which Grace replied, "As for the anniversary of Stadia, stay tuned." Now, obviously, this can literally mean anything whatsoever, from a simple sale to something as big as what I hope is possibly some form of a Stadia Connect or something along those lines. So at this point, all we can really do is speculate as to what they have in store for Stadia's anniversary. Either way, check the date on your calendar, mark it down, because something is apparently going to happen at the very minimum, and like always, we'll keep you guys covered. So 9 to 5 Google has done another dive into the code with another APK breakdown, but nothing crazy this time. We have more information of a Google One free trial, which I had covered last week, but the newest one here is an interesting one with a potential quicker setup with Wi-Fi with your controller. As it stands, when you switch between Wi-Fi networks, you do need to put in all your info all over again, but this might be a solution just to make that process much quicker. Either way, more convenient things is always a good thing, and I'm happy to report that. Alright, and the last thing that I wanted to touch on is something that I talked about in my last video, where I mentioned Uplay Plus has a home screen that any of you guys can now visit by simply going to the URL here and finding this yourself. Now, I think this was first discovered by Gem Stadia, so credit goes to him, but either way, essentially this is what I've been parroting for quite a bit now. We are pretty much any week now going to see the launch of Uplay Plus, and I really think we are on the brink of it, and this could be on the heels of Watch Dogs Legion or Assassin's Creed Valhalla coming out. Both of those titles definitely being part of Uplay Plus itself, so it's possible we don't see it until those titles have launched, or even before, but it could be announced during a Stadia Connect or maybe some other bigger event. Either way, I'm just fully speculating on all of that I just said. I don't have any inside information, but I feel that it's safe enough to say that Uplay Plus is coming sooner rather than later. So just brace yourself for that. All right, guys, let me know your thoughts on any of today's news. Write it down below where I do read all your comments. Make sure you're subscribed for daily cloud gaming videos and Stadia videos. I'm Sunny, and I'll see you guys in the cloud.